Dr. Phil.
My husband has been living a secret life for the past 15 years.
She thinks he's cheating.
And hacking into her phone to cover it up. Is it possible you're wrong?
No.
So there's no point in us having a conversation. She has hard evidence that you are a cheater.
That's what she's saying.
Right here, Buster.
Bang it on.
Truth
Do you believe your father?
Yes, I do.
Why?
He took a lie detector test.
or paranoia.
You found him with a secret credit card to buy his girlfriend gifts with.
I did.
It's not a credit card. You go to the store and hand him this, they're going to look at you like you fell out of a tree. Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
Today is going to be a changing day in your life.
5, 4.
Get ready to take care of you. I've been quoted for years saying no matter how flat you make a pancake, it's got two sides. And that's definitely true for today's story. Now, Yvette and Steve have been together for 32 years, married for 28, but Yvette claims the past 15 years have been an absolute nightmare. Why? Well, because of Steve's cheating and hacking into her phone to cover it up. Now, she says the situation has gotten so stressful that she is down to 97 pounds and has finally just said, okay, enough's enough, too much is too much, and she moved out 2 weeks ago. Now, Steve, on the other hand, says that's just not true, that he would never cheat on his wife, and her accusations are completely false. Now, their 19-year-old daughter, Monique, and live-in boyfriend, Shilan, agrees. They just say, no, he's not a cheater. Monique says her mom doesn't have any evidence, and her dad is not tech-savvy enough to hardly turn on a smartphone, let alone hack into somebody else's. We'll meet Yvette a little bit later, but first, here's what her husband, Steve, and their daughter, Monique, have to say.
My mom's allegations of my dad's cheating has turned my house upside down.
I do not cheat on you, Yvette. I told you over and over, I don't cheat on you. My wife, Yvette, has made my life a living hell.
I ask you, and you just keep denying it.
I've never been unfaithful. I've never cheated on my wife.
How come one time I saw your name on there that you were on the French dating site?
Mom is convinced that he has multiple girlfriends and has been cheating. My mom was so paranoid that my dad couldn't even have a cell phone, that they had to share a cell phone.
How could I do anything? I don't have a phone.
Well, I have a feeling you have a secret one.
She thinks I have secret phones to talk to other women. It's not true.
Mom is convinced that my dad is hacked into the Wi-Fi router and into the TV to communicate with other women.
She thinks I have devices in the internet box. She's disconnected it and put a new Wi-Fi box. She thinks it's being hacked. I've never touched this thing. My wife insisted that we install cameras at the house.
We have 5 security cameras. There's one in the den, the bedroom, the garage, and 2 outside.
The reason why she wanted cameras to see if I was sneaking out at night and getting on the phone and talking to women on my secret phone.
I'll be on online college classes and my mom will unplug the Wi-Fi router because she believes my dad is up to something. So this is the space that I will do my Zoom meetings in. Occasionally my mom will come through here and she'll come and she'll unplug the modem.
She even thought the surge protector on the wall had certain devices on it so I can cheat. She got angry the other day. She was trying to yank it off the wall, and I told her not to because she was going to break the plug.
A few years ago, my dad took a lie detector test.
I passed that test with flying colors. She's still convinced that I cheated on her.
When I think about what's going on, I think it's completely absurd. My parents are constantly fighting about my dad's alleged cheating.
The conflict.
You don't want to hear
You
it.
get so angry.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight with
Well,
you.
would you get angry?
I try not to pick sides, but I side with my dad because I feel like he is not doing any of this.
You need to find out the truth before you start destroying our family.
I'm not destroying our family.
Yes, you are. About 3 weeks ago, she said she had enough of my lying and cheating and moved to her dad's house. The bottom line is she's looking for a problem that doesn't exist.
Okay, you've been together 32 years, married for 28.
Right.
And the wheels came off about 15 years ago.
Yes.
You'll stand on a stack of Bibles where you haven't cheated.
Right. I took a lie detector test, everything, and that still doesn't work. So I just constantly accusing me of cheating. I don't know what's going on.
Have you cheated on her?
No.
I'm
never.
a lie detector.
Yeah, give me one. I'll take another one.
I just did. So why have you let yourself be badgered about this for 15 years?
I love her, and we just try to make things work. I want to keep our family together.
Do you believe your father?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Just the remarks my mom makes. I just can't see my dad doing that. And, you know, if he was doing that, I would definitely be sticking up for her.
You say your wife, Yvette, thinks that you're always looking at female neighbors and flirting with women. Are you flirt?
No, I don't flirt with women.
Yeah. Do you notice a pretty woman when she walks by?
Wow, it's just normal. You see someone pass by, you look.
So when she accuses you of cheating, do you reassure her? No,
I'm not. I tell her I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating on you. I love you. Trust me.
She's told us that she has hard evidence that you are a cheater.
Right. That's what she's saying.
And that she sent us that evidence.
Yes. Uh-oh.
Right here, Buster.
No. Bang it on.
Last year on Steve's birthday, his wife Yvette claims she found a suspicious text on their shared phone. So what is it that she found? Well, we're going to find out because we're going to meet her after the break and we're going to get into this evidence.
I believe my husband Steve is a cheater. Steve has been living a secret life for the past 15 years. Somebody from Arizona called and then said, oh, I got the wrong number.
Did they ask for Steve?
And then she...
No. That was a crank call.
No. I believe that Steve is trying to turn the tables on me, that I'm the crazy one.
And later, well, it turns out Yvette is correct. Someone on the stage does have something to reveal, but it's not Steve.
This entire situation with my mom accusing my dad of cheating just has to stop.
At this point, my life has gone off the rails. It's came to the point all these allegations are driving me crazy. I'm even starting to second guess myself and believe them.
I don't know how much more chaos I can take. I just hope that Dr. Phil can heal our family before it's too late.
We're back with Monique and her dad, Steve, who says his wife of 28 years, Yvette, has accused him of cheating. Not just once, not that that would be okay, because it's not. But she says it's been going on for 15 years, since 2007. Now, Steve says Yvette claims she has evidence. I have it listed. But there's nothing to prove, he says, because he's never been unfaithful. So why is Yvette so sure? Let's hear what she says.
I believe my husband Steve is a cheater. Steve has been living a secret life for the past 15 years. I believe something is going on, and I have a lot of evidence. It says his name, Steve. We don't even have this cable company. That's very suspicious. A telephone, credit card, his name on it to buy his girlfriend gifts.
That's all a bunch of...
It won't say, hi, Steve.
You're wrong. It's just advertising.
I have gotten random calls from women claiming that they got the wrong number and then hang up on me. Last year, I got a text to Steve saying happy birthday pickles from some woman. I started questioning him, and he denied it. Somebody from Arizona called and then said, oh, I got the wrong number.
Did they ask for Steve?
And then she...
No. That was a crank call.
No.
Yes, it
She kept
was.
calling me. I think Steve is having an online affair with a woman in Phoenix, Arizona. When you look at my map on my phone, he had a pin with an address in Phoenix, Arizona. Changing passwords.
I don't know if you're paranoid
I would do it.
or what it is.
I'm not paranoid. That's what I see on the phone.
You're paranoid.
I believe that Steve is hacking the electronics in the house so he can cheat on me. I would like to know if he has any other phones or computers connected to the router. I believe that Steve is hacking the TV so he can get online with other women. My daughter Monique thinks I'm crazy. Steve has my daughter convinced that he is not cheating. I love Steve, but I had enough. I packed my bags. I moved out to my dad's. I believe that Steve is trying to turn the tables on me, that I'm the crazy one. I could tell you one thing. I am not crazy, and I am not going to be taken for a fool anymore.
You believe that your husband is cheating on you, serial cheater.
I believe that he's having an affair.
Let's set some ground rules for our conversation. Just you and me. Forget about these two for a minute.
Okay.
Just you and me. Is it possible you're wrong?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. You're not open-minded to an alternative explanation, so why are you here?
I'm here to get answers.
You said you're absolutely certain he is, that that's not an open question.
Correct.
So you're certain that he's cheated. So what is it you're here to get answers to?
The truth.
You already know the truth, you're telling me.
I do. It happened. It has
Then
started
what are
since
you
2006.
what are you here to learn if you already know the truth? I asked you, is it possible you're wrong? And you said no.
Because he keeps denying it and saying that it's not him. And we fight all the time because I see the proof on the phone.
Do you want me to convince him to confess?
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes.
That's
I
why
want him to confess.
Okay, all right. Let's assume you're correct. Okay, let's go with your theory.
Yes.
I'm not agreeing.
Okay.
I'm just saying for argument's sake.
Okay.
Let's assume he's a cheater.
Okay.
Okay, you're right. You win.
Yes.
Subject closed.
Correct.
Your husband's a cheater.
Yes.
Now what? Does that end the marriage?
I get out of the marriage, get a
Okay.
divorce, and move on.
And you can't entertain the possibility that you could be distorting things. It could be possible that...
No, I believe not. No.
What if some of the evidence that you've presented is not really what you perceive it to be? You found him with a secret credit card that on tape you said he used to buy his girlfriend gifts with.
Right?
Yeah.
I did. I really don't think I'm wrong. But if I am, I will apologize and move on with our marriage.
Well, let's stay with that. Let's take a break. I need one. Yvette claims that she has evidence that Steve is cheating, hard evidence. I told Steve, I have it right here. She didn't shrink from the challenge. She sent in the evidence. She said, I got it, and I'll send it to you. And one piece of that evidence she sent in was she found a credit card. We'll take a look at this when we come back. Is this your credit card?
No.
It's got your name on the front of it, just like my credit card does. You turned over it. It's got authentication number on the back of it that you give when they say, give me your number. It's also got something else on the back of it.
Dr. Phil May.
Welcome to the maze.
Continuing to bring things into the house. You've got expired food from 3 years ago. Thanksgiving dishes in the sink. You're living with a smoke alarm that's been going off for 2 years. That's what I call stuck.
The missing.
Heather says her mother is choosing to live in a tent on the street.
If I can't find my mom, I talk to a homeless person, and they usually know where she is. Yep, there she is.
In the face of defeat.
You're a
This entire situation has taken a toll on my family.
I feel like I've run out of options. I don't know what to do anymore.
This situation is killing me and it's making me sick.
My mom has lost a lot of weight.
What I've noticed in regards to Steve, he has changed and he has been taking more interest in grooming himself, and he was not like that before. This is all new to me. It makes me wonder if there's something going on I feel like he's trying to look good for someone else.
Steve is adamant that he's not cheating. Yvette is adamant that he is. So I want to look at some of the evidence that Yvette has collected. I like hard evidence, you know, things that you can point to. And you found this credit card. And is this your credit card?
No.
It's got your name on the front of it. It says Steve here. It's got your last name on the front of it, just like my credit card does. You turned over, it's got authentication number on the back of it that you give when they say, you know, give me your number on the back of it. It's also got something else on the back of it. And I'd like to take a look at that. It says, this is for promotional purposes only. This is not an actual credit card. You go to the store and hand them this, they're going to look at you like you fell out of a tree. This is one of those things that they stick on a piece of paper and send it to you and say, if you fill all this stuff out, give us your life history and sign away your firstborn, we might issue you one of these that's real. You've been kicking his ass for 15 years and you didn't read that says this is not an actual credit card?
Yes, I did not read the back of it.
Now, another piece of evidence you sent in is you got in... You got in this, you get $400 off an eligible 5G phone, and this was evidence that he had a secret phone.
I believe so, because it says on there that there's more to offer him.
We're all a bunch of cheating bastards then, because
I guess so.
They sent out about 70 million of these.
Well, it's good to know that, because I'm not good with technology and how things are happening now.
This is a mass market circular.
Okay, good.
And then this is a piece of evidence. It says, Steve, listed below are the features we've picked for you.
Right.
And this is from a cable company?
Right, correct. I thought he had that on a secret phone.
I don't know what to say, Dr. Phil. I've tried telling her over and over.
Even I tried explaining.
I would just like to know who hacked me, who knew my bank account and changed the passwords that we've had for years.
No. We don't get to change yet. We got to stick with this.
Okay.
You said you are absolutely certain and have hard evidence, and there's no possibility you're wrong. Would you agree there's a possibility you may have misinterpreted some clues?
Yes, there is a possibility.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I've seen just in the last 5 minutes, you soften in your face and your expression and your eyes so much tension melt from your face because it's obvious you don't want this to be true.
No, I don't. But I would like to understand in 2006 why he told a family member of mine about a girl that she was cute and he could have cheated on me if he wanted to.
But that says she believes Steve is hacking into her phone, hacking into the Wi-Fi router and surge protectors. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what you would do if you hacked into a surge protector.
I wouldn't either.
Desurge it or something? So what happened when we sent a crew to their home to do a thorough search to see if there was an electronic trail that any of this had happened? Find out next.
Dr. Phil, I'm here in Albuquerque. I'm going to their family home to check out the situation. Yvette believes her husband, Steve, possibly hacked into her phone, her TV, her Wi-Fi router. Andrew's going to use one of our nonlinear junction detectors and sweep the house of anywhere that electronics don't belong.
Abby Silver.
The best mom in the world.
Currently, there's one more person living in the household, Monique's boyfriend, Shylin. Now, he says the family is walking on eggshells about this cheating mystery.
I'm Monique's boyfriend. I've been living in the house for about 2 years. Since I've lived with the family, I would say I've seen everything.
The emails disappeared out of my phone. It's like you don't want me to see the activity you're doing.
You're wrong.
The phone's wrong then.
You're wrong.
It's always this. Same story with Yvette yelling at Steve. It's always that he's cheating, going out, messing with technology. I don't believe Steve is cheating. I believe he's a loyal husband, that he really loves her, and he wouldn't do anything like that. He's a smart guy, but technology is not his forte. I do feel like Yvette is all consumed with Steve going out and cheating. She can't take a breath and relax and realize that he's not doing that.
I don't even have time for.
Our family.
I don't have time for my daughter.
Our marriage.
When Yvette gets into a mood, she's hostile, she's irrational. Monique's parents fighting has even hurt our relationship. She's been programmed. It's like all men are cheating. Men aren't loyal. That all men are gonna do the same thing. Like, she really believes that. It makes it really hard for us to grow together as a couple. I do feel like I want to be part of this family for a long time. They are really great people. It's just, it gets toxic and it needs to stop.
Shylin, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
How does it affect the two of you and your relationship?
It really impacts like how she views herself. It's like I want to see her be successful, and I see it like she stresses. Like the smallest minor thing, like she just stresses and she starts shutting down.
If you're in a stressful, hostile environment, it drains you. It drains you. It drains you. Yvette says that she is certain that Steve has been cheating and even spying on her. She says she wouldn't be surprised if he put a chip in the wall or set up recording devices in the house. We sent a team to their home to do a thorough investigation. Here's what happened.
Dr. Phil, I'm here in Albuquerque. Yvette believes her husband Steve is up to something. She thinks that he possibly hacked into her phone, her TV, her Wi-Fi router, and more. She says she wouldn't be surprised if he placed covert listening devices throughout the house. I'm going to their family home to check out the situation. I'm told their daughter Monique is available and there to let us in. Hi, Monique.
Yes?
Hi, my name is Mike and this is Andrew. We're from USA Bug Sweeps. May we come in?
Yeah, come in.
Thank you. So this is the main router for internet service for the house. One of the main things that we look for when we do inspect routers are the physical connections coming off of them. What we're setting up here is the Orias Wi-Fi Hunter. This device will be monitoring all the Wi-Fi networks in the general area. That helps us narrow down the possibility that there is a separate network in the house that is unknown to some of the residents. So one of the concerns was the TV. So one of the first things we do is we'll check the open USB port to make sure there's nothing plugged in there that doesn't belong to either record audio or record and transmit audio. The next thing we're going to check are the connections. There's this HDMI cord, and then there's the power cord that's coming down and getting power. Andrew's going to use one of our nonlinear junction detectors. It's looking for the signatures of any electronic device that has any kind of chips in it. So what Andrew's going to do is actually sweep the house of anywhere that electronics don't belong. Wall hangings, trim, vents, anywhere throughout the whole house that is somewhere that electronics could be hidden. This piece of equipment is actually a video pole camera, and it allows us to look underneath horizontal surfaces, over the top of things. It gives us a closer look to hard-to-reach areas. This is a FLIR thermal imaging camera, and its purpose is to detect the difference in temperatures. So what we're looking for are an increase in temperature where electronic device is running. Monique, I've run all the tests to see if anything has been hacked or if there's any hidden microphones, hidden cameras, or any bugging within the residence. I wanted to thank you for allowing me to come out and do this sweep. Today I confirm that Yvette's house has not been bugged. I conducted a thorough search for hidden cameras, hidden microphones, and checked the TV and router to see if they'd been tampered with. They both had not. The bottom line, Yvette's accusations were wrong. This house has not been bugged.
So, the house inspection, no tampering with the router, no unknown devices connected to the router, no tracker in the television, no hidden cameras or audio devices, no spying, bugging devices, or unexplained signals, no electronic chips in the walls or surge protectors. Simple, straightforward. This house is not bugged. You also had concerns that he was tampering with your phone. So I'd like to introduce a really top-level expert. Kevin Cohen is president of Data Triage Technologies for 21 years, which is a computer and cell phone data recovery and forensics company here in Los Angeles. And he is the best of the best. Kevin examined Yvette's phone and has some interesting findings. Kevin, tell us what you did and what you found.
I was given two phones, and
I looked to see if there was some type of a hacking or if the phones were rooted. I ran virus scanners on it to see if there were any viruses or spyware. I did not see the phones being rooted. I did not see the phones being hacked. I looked at the phones to see if there was some type of sexual innuendos in text messaging in case there was another girlfriend. I found only one instance of text messages being deleted with the sexual innuendos, and it seems to be the two of you communicating back and forth. So there was no other instance that I did find.
Okay, now you took a shot of this suspicious phone settings because they just seem suspicious. Kevin, isn't this standard to all phones?
Yes, it is normal what I saw on the phone.
Okay.
I am so sorry, but I am glad I'm wrong. And I do believe you, Dr. Phil.
Well, it turns out Yvette is correct. Someone on the stage does have something to reveal, but it's not Steve. We'll talk about that next. You've had concerns about her. Is there something you want to tell him to clear the air about that?
Tomorrow,
Heather says her mother is choosing to live in a tent on the street.
a homeless alcoholic mom.
If I can't find my mom, I talk to a homeless person, and they usually know where she is. Yep, there she is.
A guilty daughter.
She's blamed you.
Her alcoholism, her homelessness, it's all my fault.
They brought me here to feel better about them.
They don't believe that you should be a drunk living in a tent, so they don't want to help you do it.
That's tomorrow. Then on Wednesday, a boxing champ's biggest fight.
He's in denial of all of this.
I'm here to get better, not to get criticized.
Do you not like yourself? Why do you deserve to be hurt?
That's Wednesday.
I'm not cheating on you. I love you. I wouldn't cheat on you.
Because I love you too. I hope not, because I would never cheat on you either.
A few years ago, I found out I was talking to a guy on social media.
I thought it was really weird that my mom had her own dating apps, but she was accusing my dad of cheating.
She was talking to this guy because she was sure I was cheating on her.
We chatted for about a year or so.
I've always wondered maybe she met up with this guy.
I never told Steve the truth about this.
You've had concerns about her. You said she talked to some guy on social media for a long time. You had concerns that she actually met up with him. Is there something you want to tell him to clear the air about that?
Yes. I got on a dating site. I met just this one guy, and all we did was talk on the phone. And I deleted the app. I never got on a dating site again. When we got back together again, I never talked to him again. Because I love you, and I want to be with you and nobody else. And I never have wanted anybody else. I just deeply thought you were cheating on me.
I love you too, babe. I've never cheated.
And I love you too. And I'm sorry.
Are you the least bit concerned about how this got away from you the way it did for so long?
Yes. It hurt so much. I couldn't gain weight. Anxiety, depression. For years. Because I deeply thought he was. But I am glad I'm wrong. Because now I could be the wife I used to be for 15 years.
She's telling you that she's sorry and that she believes you at this point. How do you feel about that?
Oh, relieved. Finally got to her. Finally had to come bring her to the show to finally prove to her that she was wrong. She's never thought she was wrong. She's always right. She thinks she's right all the time. I forgive her. She's just looking at all the social media wrong and just I don't know, maybe she needs a little help from a doctor or something, or to help her with her problem of this jealousy. I don't know if it's jealousy or it's, I don't know what.
I was never a jealous person. It was 15 years ever.
Well, I think I do know what has happened here, and I do think I know what you need to do, because I think this can rebound on you. And I want to tell you what I think happened. I'm going to tell you what I think you need to do about it to keep a grip on this right after the break. Have you or someone you know been falsely accused or want to clear your name? Log on to drphil.com. I think kind of come full circle in this situation, and I'm really pleased to hear you say what you're saying, because we've gone from nope, not an open question, to I admit that I was wrong. And I don't think you've done this in a mean-spirited or malicious way. We believe ourselves, and you distorted things, and I don't think that happened by accident. So I'm looking at why. There's a phenomenon called one-trial learning that occurs that can cause an autonomic cascade. It's like phobias, for example. And sometimes we learn things just with one experience. Like, for example, if you're a child and you get attacked by a dog and bitten, you can be afraid of dogs for the rest of your life. And I'm not sure what it was with this. It may be when you were told that he said, I could have had an affair with somebody. I didn't, but I could have. And that could have caused an anxiety attack within you, or something that started this autonomic cascade where you had this anxiety rush. And most people are too young to remember, but we used to have records that would play with needles. You're old enough to remember.
Yeah. Yes.
If there was a scratch in the record, the needle would get stuck in the scratch, and it would just keep hitting that scratch, and it would just stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. And I think you got stuck on that one thing, and then started saying, well, what can I find that supports that belief? And with confirmation bias, that's when you're only seeking out information that supports one's belief while ignoring the evidence that contradicts it. Now, today we were able to break through that a little bit because I'm really persuasive. But this creates some pathways in the brain, and sometimes you need help to break out of those. I would suggest that you get evaluated and see if neurologically you need any type of medication support and some cognitive behavioral support, just short term, to not slip back into that scratch on the record. And I think with that, you guys can begin to rebuild a very loving relationship.
Yeah.
Would you be open to that?
Oh, yes.
I think you can put this behind you.
I do. Yes.
Make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Are you glad you came?
Yes, I sure am.
I'd be thrilled if I were.
Yeah, I am. I'm very thrilled.
Me too. Me too.
Okay?
Yes.
I know when to stop talking. I'm going to leave it right here. Coming up, we accomplish so much in our day-to-day lives, but are you making yourself a priority on that to-do list? A few minutes is all it takes, and I'm going to tell you how next.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil.
If I can't find my mom, I talk to a homeless person, and they usually know where she is. Yep, there she is.
She's blamed you.
Her alcoholism, her homelessness, it's all my fault.
That's tomorrow.
With less moderate...
Visit our website and subscribe to our newsletter. You'll get weekly updates, life strategies, and exclusive video that you won't find anywhere else. Plus, On drphil.com, you can see sneak previews of upcoming shows. Log on today. You know, 2 years ago, a global pandemic caused the world to shut down, forcing most of us to stay home. Now, while some struggled with the sudden onset of change, others welcomed having to slow down from the everyday hustle and bustle of life. And now that we're getting back to a sense of normalcy, our schedules are filling up with people to see and really places to be. Whether it's driving to work, running errands, carpooling the children to school, sports, games, doctor's appointments, the list is just endless. It seems the majority of our lives are really on the go again. Now, while being out and about is an essential part of regaining a sense of normalcy, it's important to maintain balance to avoid burnout. And so here are some tips you can try. When planning your day, you want to really prioritize your to-do list by putting the most important people and things that you must do at the top of your list. Then determine what can be put off to another day. And you don't want to stretch yourself too thin. Sometimes you'll have to say no to others in order to say yes to yourself. And that's hard to do sometimes. Now, Robin has always been a huge advocate of putting yourself at the top of the list and not feeling guilty about it, because you got to take care of yourself. It's just one of her mottos that you can't take care of others if you don't take care of yourself first. And while you're out and about taking care of things, be sure to take a brain break throughout the day, even if it's just a few minutes. And one way to take a fun brain break is with the app game Solitaire Grand Harvest. And you can play it right on your mobile device for free. And Robin and I do this, and wherever your day takes you, it's so easy to just pull out your phone, open the app, not while you're driving, and escape into this innovative and exciting upgrade of nostalgic solitaire. It's a perfect way to give your brain that message and massage that it needs. The message is it's okay to chill, and the massage is shut out all the noise and just do something fun. Not only does it allow you some well-earned me time, the game is a great balance of challenging, relaxing time just for you. Consider it your daily dose of personal growth. The best part is you can achieve those small wins throughout your day, anywhere and anytime. You're challenged through thousands of levels, and the game contributes to your sense of accomplishment as you harvest your little wins day after day, all in a relaxing and soothing vibe of a beautiful farm and nature. And as you think about your summer travel plans, know that you can take it with you on planes, trains, and automobiles, because you can play offline. You don't have to be Wi-Fi connected. So take time out of your busy day to relax and give yourself a well-deserved break. As I say, we do it, and it's a lot of fun.
Yes, it's so much fun.
It really is relaxing. So just go to your App Store or Google Play and download Solitaire Grand Harvest for free today. And when you do, you'll get a special welcome bonus. So it's fun, and it's colorful, and it's really relaxing to the eyes. I want to thank all of my guests today. If you'd like to join us here in the studio audience, just go to my website, drphil.com. For all the details. Be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms, and don't forget to join our Facebook group created just for you, Dr. Phil Fanatics. That's P-H-A-N, because it had to be clever since it's Phil, P-H-I-L. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to my podcast, Fill in the Blanks, where I provide tools and techniques to spot a con artist and build a resilient child, or navigate difficult relationships. You can find it right there. And check out Robin's podcast, I've Got a Secret with Robin McGraw. Whether you're looking for a secret to keeping your head up or the neuroscience secret of feeling good, Robin